I get it. Sometimes money gets tight and you're trying to balance your budget, you're trying to cut costs, and that tax refund, I mean, you want to do so much with that money, but listen, do not do rapid refund. And I'm going to explain why. Let me quickly go over rapid refund. You typically, when you e-file, your taxes come back or your refund amount comes back within 7 to 10 days. It's on a schedule right there on the IRS website. If you then print them out and you mail them, it's about 21 days before you get whatever expected refund you were expecting. Of course, expecting. If you decide that you want to rapid refund, chances are you're going to get your money back in a little over 24 hours, sometimes 3 days. Now, what the rapid refund really is a personal loan. So what they are doing is that they are running your credit. They are partnering with banks, and those banks sometimes require a credit check. Sometimes it's a hard pull, sometimes it's a soft pull. But if it's a hard pull, that is going on your credit. Now, if you're rapid refunding, chances are your credit isn't stellar because you clearly need the money and you don't have a credit card that you can pull that money from. So what that's going to do is they're going to check your credit, and they're going to decide based off of your credit and the amount that you're going to get back how much of a risk you are, and then give you an amount based off of that. So sometimes if your amount is around $3,500, they may only give you $250. What are you going to do with $250 considering that you paid extra for that service? Yes, you are paying extra for that service. A standard preparation fee is around $59. Back the one time that I did it, it was about $80. That also included the rapid refund. So if they add on a fee to rapid refund, if you're only getting back $250 for your rapid refund, guess what? It wasn't worth it. Okay? So now you have less money just for that cash advance of $250. Yeah, maybe you might get $1,000, maybe you might get $2,000, which will be great if you had an emergency. But let's talk about why you need that rapid refund. If you're doing this every year, you're getting that rapid refund, we need to talk about your actual budget. And that is a completely different video. But there are plenty of software choices out there that you can use that are free, where you will get your taxes back, your refund back in 7 to 10 days. Now, I don't know what your situation is, but if 3 days versus 7 to 10, if it matters all that much, we're talking about another $80 potentially in your pocket that you can keep, and you don't have another inquiry on your credit report, which can make or break, especially if you're applying for, say, another credit card, or you're applying for a car, or you're applying for a house. What you also want to be careful for, look out for, is where you're getting your taxes prepared from. Now, the online software, if you're a little skittish, you're a little worried, they're basic, they're Q&A, they're giving you questions, you're filling out the answers. It's really pretty easy, but there are a lot of people who are uncomfortable with online programs, so they go to a live person. Now, if you have a family member that's a little bit more tech savvy, then have them sit down with you. That way you can get your taxes done, oftentimes for free. Now, if your taxes are done for free, depends on if you're a 1040 easy, a standard 1040, or you're a 1040 with deductibles. What this means is that if you're a 1040 easy, chances are you don't have any deductibles, you didn't buy a house, you're not trying to write off any business expenses. It's just basically you made under $60,000. You worked, you may have kids, but that is basically it. You should not be going to a tax preparation service for a 1040 easy because it's easy. Do it online, do it for free, get your money back in 7 days. Now it gets a little bit more complicated when you're doing a 1040 standard or you're doing heavy deductions. Like me, myself, I'm a homeowner, so that's something that I have to look out for. If you have business expenses, I travel a lot, I get to write some of that stuff off, gas mileage. So for those complicated things, then you may want to go to an actual tax preparation service that actually knows what they're doing. But a lot of these people have had 2 weeks worth of training before they even started their job. And if you feel comfortable giving these people who just started doing taxes your information, then I guess sure. Or you can go to an actual certified public accountant. Like I said, the service online is oftentimes free if you're making under $60,000 and you're a 1040 easy. You can get your federal done for free. Some places won't charge you for doing state. And then when you go up, you actually have a little bit more deductions. Then we're talking about maybe $30 for their premium service. And then it depends on your state how much you're going to get charged. I think in Georgia it's around $37 for state and about $29 for their deluxe or their premium to do the federal. And like I said, if you make under $60,000, the IRS software that they have on their website, chances are they can do it for you for free. I have been doing my own taxes for over a decade. For the past, for a number of years, I've used Taxact. For the past 2 years, I've used Credit Karma. I use them to monitor my credit, and it sort of helped me stay on top of things. I will use Credit Karma again this year. Very easy, very simple, very Q&A type, to the point, really helpful. And a lot of these software programs have a premium service or a step above the basic, to where you can ask an actual expert, one of their experts, which hopefully is an actual expert and not someone who was trained for 2 weeks. And when you do get your taxes back, no matter how much it is, don't use it to go on vacation. Don't use it to splurge or get a sew-in or to get some big fancy tattoo. Actually get caught up on bills. Use the money to replace some appliances that desperately need to be replaced. Use the money and invest it. Make wise financial decisions, because 2020 is the year of perfect vision. So let's start having some perfect vision. So I hope this short video was helpful to you. I plan on doing more financial videos in 2020. And you know, we're in here, we're just adulting. We're trying to hold on to our sanity. And until next time, you know, and if you have not liked, shared, and subscribed, please do that. Keep adulting.